Hi there, Sue Viscovich here with another Moment with Sue, and this time I have the lovely Donna Lee Powell, who's come over here from Perth.
Yes.
And she's one of the finalists in the Female Excellence in Advice Awards, so she runs a great business. I wanted you to actually to share one of the things that you said in your presentation to the judges. Do you remember what it was? Something about competing?
Yeah, no, we don't compete with our male counterparts. We complement them because we both do great things. We need each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And this whole award is such a fabulous celebration of women who are helping women connect with money. This is not, you're right, it's not an us versus them. We would love to have 50-50 representation of male and female in the advice community, just like we do in society, right?
Yeah.
And you have an incredible story, widowed at a young age with 2 young kids, really difficult time for you, and you're now doing the most incredible work helping widows in a similar situation. If you could grab every advisor around the country and really hone in on one thing, what would it be?
Just have those awkward conversations, talk about death and dying and insurances. It's so important. To die without a will is so traumatic on your family. So you need insurances to prepare, and you need to have those wills in place to make the process easier than it would otherwise be.
Yeah, and it's funny because I often talk to advisors and they don't put a lot of focus on this until they've had a client that's passed away or whatever, and even then I'm not sure that they understand just how difficult
Don't wait,
it is.
just do it. You will have a client for life if you deal with them during that process, and if you have prepared them for it, you'll have a client for life if you get it right.
Yeah, so the advisor themselves doesn't need to be an estate planning lawyer. What are some of the ways that advisors can set this up in their business?
Well, for me, I facilitate the estate planning process. So I bring in the client's lawyer and accountant, and we have a conversation with the client in an open boardroom type environment and talk about the implications and the tax implications, and how to best structure the estate before someone dies, or potentially after. We do the same thing. It was when I've got an estate, a widow, we chat with just make it a collaborative working environment, because we all have different strengths and we all have different skills, but together you need to work to get the best outcome for the client.
Yeah, and I went through a similar process with a friend of mine, and I found myself being the interpreter between the lawyer and the client, because they just talk a slightly different language. So, and sometimes the client can't articulate what they've articulated to you about the things that they want.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's such an incredibly important part. And if anybody's uncomfortable about having the conversation, because clients don't necessarily like to talk about it either, because it's an awful sense of mortality. One tip to help push through that, do you think?
So with my clients, I say, let's just plan for this so it doesn't happen. So just, plan for it. I just say, let's just get it all done. It's not going to happen. Let's just get it in place so it's not done. Because my view on life is, well, you plan for these and then it doesn't happen. So that's fantastic. But then if it does, you're prepared.
Fantastic. I love it. Such great advice. Fantastic. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
That's another Moment with Sue.
Bye.